When wood is processed, when we cut the tree in a forest, half of the tree will stay in the woods. Reason for that is that branches and leaves and then roots probably would be not very easily extracted from the forest, but also it will not really give us the material that it will be suitable for furniture production or maybe for veneers or some of the high quality type of products. When we are taking the half of that log and then we would like to process it into lumber which will be used for some products, we will lose another half of that material by processing. And what is in between, sawdust, different small scraps and so on, that would be counted to be residue materials. So wood products industry is actually a very efficient industry. And very often we can take care of these residues. It is a little different stories when we are going to developing world where they do not have that capacity of using residue materials on that type of level. And in that situation, sometimes we are trying to look for a little bit of creativity how to use these residue materials and make something more out of it. I contact a School Furniture for Developing Countries project, which I dedicate a lot of my time to that project. And that project is specifically oriented on using lower used material or residue material or material which is usually not used. Through School Furniture project, we are trying to also act on a local scale. And we are trying to use residue and figure out how to collect some of that material and how to process it into smaller parts, such as parts for chairs, and how those parts could be used for making school furniture. With that project, it is combining small pieces into something more substantial, something very strong. As a strength designer, I think this is a very important contribution to sustainability, because if we are extending product lifespan, we are using less material, and so from that perspective I think it's important.